Welcome to the International Folk Art Market's Mentor to Market online artist education program. This program is designed for artists participating in the Santa Fe market for the first time. Its goal is to provide useful information to help you be successful and feel more confident at your first market. In this presentation, we will discuss the customer who attends the Santa Fe market. An important part of selling is to understand who your customer is. To better understand this, we will answer these questions. Who is the customer in Santa Fe? Why do they buy folk art? What do they buy? How much will they spend? And how many items might they buy? The purpose of this recording is to help you anticipate the customers you will meet, understand their interests, and develop ways to sell to them. Understanding your customer is one of the most important steps in selling. When you understand your customer's interests and motivations, then you can propose the right products and give them information about your artwork that will encourage them to purchase from you. Let's begin by looking at the demographics or the basic facts about the people who visit the Santa Fe market. IFAM collected this information through surveys of visitors from past markets. 84% of the customers making purchases at the market are women. The average age of the customer is slightly older. It's 60 years old. So this is a more experienced and more mature customer base. 50% of the customers have a master's degree. A master's degree is a secondary degree after university, so they are well educated. Customers in Santa Fe have sufficient disposable income. The average purchases per customer is $572. This is their total purchases at the market and may represent purchases from more than one artist. 60% of the customers have traveled from outside of Santa Fe to come to the market. They made an effort to attend, so they are motivated to shop, and they might also need a plan on how to transport their purchases back home with them. Perhaps even more important than these demographics is to understand why customers purchase folk art. What do they value most about folk art? Why do they purchase it? Understanding this will help you share information about yourself and your artwork that customers appreciate. There are many factors that go into a customer's decision, and we will talk here about 6: beauty, techniques and materials, culture and tradition, community, price, and souvenir. Beauty. Customers are attracted to your artwork for its aesthetic, for how it looks and feels. This could include color, shape, motifs, texture, patterns, scale, and more. They are captivated by how beautiful it is, and they may want to know why and how you find it beautiful. Techniques and materials. Customers appreciate your artwork for its craftsmanship, how it is made, techniques used, and types of materials. They are interested in knowing your process for creating your artwork, how long it takes, and how you learned your skills and talents. They may also be interested in the tools and equipment you use. Culture and tradition. Customers value your artwork by understanding its origin and the history of your traditions and techniques. They value your artwork for its authenticity and cultural significance. They will want to learn about your culture, the role of craft in your artwork plays, and the history of the techniques and materials you use. They will be interested in the origin of the motifs or colors you're inspired by. They will want to know how you learned, what inspires you, and how your work preserves and promotes your culture. Community. Customers are interested in your artwork for the impact it generates for you and your community. They recognize that folk art is a significant source of income in areas of the world where there are fewer job opportunities. They see their purchase as a way to connect and help. They are interested in learning about who you work with and how many people you employ. And they might be interested in knowing about the role of women in your craft. Price. Price factors into a customer's decision to purchase your artwork. Customers may be mindful of their budget and how much they can afford to spend. Other customers may be comparing your price to other products in the market or other products they've purchased elsewhere and comparing the value. Overall, however, customers in Santa Fe appreciate the value, quality, and uniqueness of folk art. They appreciate it and they understand its price. How do customers use your artwork? What will they do with it? Well, another way they can use it is as a souvenir. It simply reminds them of their visit to the folk art market in Santa Fe and you. So now let's think about how customers will use your artwork. What will they do with it once they purchase from you? We just explored what interests them about your work. Now we can explore how they use it in their own lives. To understand this, we have defined 4 profiles of customers or descriptions of customers. Keep in mind that these are generalizations and they don't describe everyone attending the market. Or customers may fall into more than one profile. They may be both a collector and a fashion stylist. They may be a collector as well as shopping with their family. These 4 profiles are the collector, the gift giver, the fashion stylist, and the family. Note that all of these customers are interested in beauty, techniques, impact, tradition, and culture of your artwork. Okay, the collector. This person displays your product quite often in their home. They are collectors and likely have items from other folk art artists and maybe even multiple items from you. They have a good knowledge of folk art and they purchase products for themselves. Normally, they will just purchase one item, although they might purchase from you on a regular basis in the future. They're very interested in learning about your story and the background, culture, and historical context of your work. They have a deep appreciation for the value of your art and are most likely to buy the higher value items. The collector is the customer who's most likely to attend the opening night event in Santa Fe and also come to the early bird mornings. So they are the customers who are most likely to purchase your higher value items, and they attend the market earlier at that opening event and in the early bird days. Then we have the gift giver. This person is purchasing your artwork to give as gifts to their family, to their friends, or to their colleagues. They will likely purchase multiple items from you, but they are more sensitive about the price. So they won't be the person purchasing your higher value items. They'll purchase maybe your medium value items, but they might purchase multiple pieces. They're interested in your story and they want to share your story with the person that they are giving your product to as a gift. So, having your story printed out on a piece of paper so that they can take it with them is strongly recommended. The fashion stylist. This person is interested in folk art that can be worn, such as clothing, accessories, jewelry, or bags, or shoes. They love your work because it makes them feel beautiful, interesting, unique, and fashionable. They may purchase for themselves or to give as gifts. They will like to try on your product to see how it fits and how they look in them. They're very interested in techniques and materials, colors, and, and techniques. They also like to know how you care for the product, so how you clean it and maintain it. Do you wash it by hand, send it to the dry cleaners, only use cold water, etc.? For the fashion stylist, it's really important that they have the opportunity to try on your artwork and see themselves in it so we highly recommend that you have a mirror for them to look at themselves when they're trying on your product. The family. They visit the market as a family, usually with younger school-age children. Visiting the market is an educational experience for their children to learn about other cultures, meet people from other countries, and appreciate folk art. Families are interested in purchasing less expensive souvenir items that will remind them of you and their visit to the market. In general, they purchase for themselves, not as gifts. When you are at the market, be curious about the people who visit your booth. Ask them questions to learn more about their interests. Here are some questions you could ask. What do you like most about that piece? Are you interested in that product for yourself or to give to someone as a gift? Would you like to know how the product is made? Are you a collector? Would you like to know more about how it's used in my culture? Would you like to know more about the materials it's made of? These questions will help you connect with your customer and understand them better. Remember, every customer is interested in your story. Every customer values the uniqueness of your artwork and you. This is one thing that's very special about the market in Santa Fe. When you are at the market and thinking about selling and telling your story, keep in mind who your customers are. Are they the collector, the gift giver, the fashion stylist, or the family? And remember why they like your folk art: beauty, techniques and material, culture and tradition, community, price, and souvenir. Understanding your customer will help you sell to them. We hope this presentation has given you a bit more confidence and understanding of who attends the Santa Fe market and why they buy folk art. As an activity following this video, we encourage you to use the artist handout and activity worksheet. Think about the products you are bringing to Santa Fe. Think about the 4 profiles of customers who are at Santa Fe: the collector, the gift giver, the fashion stylist, and the family. Go through your products and make a list of 2 to 3 items that each of these profiles would be interested in purchasing. What aspects of the product will they find most interesting? When might they be attending the market? Remember, the collector and the fashion stylist are most likely to attend the market early on, in the opening days, in the early bird hours, earlier in the market. So have out your higher value, more unique, one-of-a-kind pieces for those types of customers. The gift giver and the family are more likely to attend the market later in the market. Sometimes the folk art market in Santa Fe even has a designated day for families to attend. But make a note, think about what products each of these profiles of customers would be most interested in purchasing based off the products that you are bringing to Santa Fe. Filling out this activity form will help you when you're in Santa Fe be prepared to show customers the products that you think they would most be interested in. This will demonstrate that you really understand who the customer is in Santa Fe and are ready to sell to them. Thank you so much for joining this topic.